right, so let's get it popping. We got an interview of the evening going down. You know what I'm saying? We're doing some legendary shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this artist here, he was back in the days. I was watching a lot of music videos while I was still a rapper, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And this man was all over the place, like crazy. You know what I'm saying? And there was a little hiatus, but then I seen him back again. And I said, you know what? Man, I haven't spoken to Richie Sosa yet. So with no further ado, for the people who are in the listening audience and the people who are watching on YouTube, we got the legend in the building. Richie fucking Sosa in the building.
Teachers couldn't teach us, preachers couldn't reach us. Leeches try to bleed us for large diamonds and sneakers.
Hey. What are you saying, family?
Shit, man, what you up to?
Yo, man.
I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Everything blessed.
We're potting, you know what I mean? Doing our own thing over here, you know what I'm saying?
We started the podcast, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm loving the movement. I've been a fan of it, man. Been watching you guys do your thing and like reaching out to everybody. It's heavy, man.
Okay, respect.
I love it, man. I love it a lot.
Yeah, man. And yo, we, you know, as guys who've been in this rap game, and you know, I remember your time, especially back in those times, like the 2007, 2008 times. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you about in those times. But you have a new video that just dropped not too long ago. Church. Yeah. You're in a stadium in that video. How the fuck did you get a stadium for that?
Just guerrilla style, man. Just rolled up at dawn. He was like...
What stadium was that, first of all?
Oh, it's Earl Bills Park.
Okay.
Bathurst and Shepherd area.
Yeah.
Rolled up at, I don't know, had to be like 6:30 in the morning or something like that.
Okay.
Straight guerrilla.
Just shot. It was actually, we shot that in November. That was the coldest day.
Yeah, because you had the big fur on.
Bro, and the crazy part, the day before was nice, the day after was nice, but the day that we had to shoot was the coldest day of that month. Wow. I think it was like minus 17 or 18.
That's just a regular Toronto setting.
Yeah.
Cold one day, nice the next, cold again.
Yeah. It's like, how bad do you want it? You want to do it today or not? Probably one of those ones.
How long did it take you to shoot that?
Oh, we tried to shoot as fast as possible. I can't remember, like, maybe there for an hour, maybe.
Like in and out.
Yeah.
In those shots at the stadium, you look comfortable though. You didn't look like it was the coldest day of the fucking month.
Yeah.
But you did have that big old fur on though. It was like a 3/4 length fur, no?
Yeah, it was long still. The big fur, the candy shop joint.
You get no fucking Peter fucking
Sorry, what did you call that?
The candy shop joint.
The candy shop joint.
The candy shop joint.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I also want to know when it comes to like guys who've been doing music for like a good space of time, what keeps you motivated to keep doing music now?
Well, the same reason you mentioned, like the hiatus, right? It was just like I fell out of love with it, and then it was hard to do it. There's actually a year that went by I didn't listen to music at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why that?
Because I fell out of love with music. It's like you break up with a girl or something that you really love, and then you don't want to see no things no more. You see a girl on the ground, you just,
So,
you know what I mean?
How do you go a year without listening to music?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did.
You mean that? Okay, so are you meaning like music, like as in production wise, like beats to listen to, or like
no,
just
like music
in general? So no radio, no tracks, nothing.
No.
Wow.
I listen to like comedy.
Okay.
Maybe the news or something. Like an old man or some shit.
Like an old man, he says.
You know what I'm saying? I just listen to that shit, and then the Kanye album came out.
What year are we talking now?
The Yeezus album.
Okay.
That and then I listened to just that. When I first got back into it, I listened to just that.
So Yeezy's what inspired you to get back into it?
It was because it was so refreshing, right?
So wait a minute, we're talking about the Yeezus album, what I consider the whack album, where he was going all over the fucking place.
I loved it, man.
You love that album?
What? That's one of my top 10 albums all time for sure.
Okay, let's put that on the pictures board for a second, because that opens up a whole nother set of things in my brain.
Yeah, because at that point in time with Kanye, I was stepping away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music was a little bit off the chain.
It was getting a little too not what I was used to for Kanye.
So what made you start hating music?
I didn't hate it. I just didn't care to listen to it. I just didn't care to like engage with the direction of it. So I just stayed away from it.
Stepped away.
Yeah. But the sorry.
Tell it.
Yeah. The Kanye album was sick because I just loved how I think that going forward you're gonna see. Actually, I can't even. It's going on right now. I've seen the innovation and the tact that he used to you know what I mean? He came out with a CD. There was nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? It was just there was no cover art, nothing. It was just a blank CD, like a blank looking CD, like the joints we would burn after you finished a session.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what is this? And then it would be like a hidden gem. It's like if you seen a whole bunch of CDs on the ground, none of them had labels, and you pick that up, and it would be like a little gem.
Yeah.
So I liked that aspect of it, and then it was how he mixed everything up. He had like clips from pornos in there. He had like a reggae dude on one song. He had like a reggae dude, a clip from a porno, some singing. The beat changed like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he went crazy on that album.
So was it the lyrics on that album, or was it just the way the album was constructed and put together, mixed, mastered? Like the whole finished project is what was like, ooh. Yeah, that's what made you really fall back in love with music, or got like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I should get back into making music.
Yeah, it just made me feel like there was his hope when I heard it. Like, you know what I mean? Everything was headed in a certain direction, and that was like, you know what I mean? It's like when Griselda comes out, and then you hear Griselda, and you're just like, oh my gosh,
finally.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like that to me. But he, like, Kanye labels himself.
I understand.
You know what I mean? He labels himself like an innovator and an artist. So when he did that, I was like, yo.
Listen to me, Kanye is not. He's good.
Yeah.
Like he's not lying when he says he's an innovator and all that. He is. But he's a little bit crazy too.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to say him crazy. I don't want to call him crazy. He's eccentric. I'll call him eccentric. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call him crazy.
Eccentric for you.
You know what I mean? And yeah, like I just said, like he just got a little too eccentric for me. So I stepped back from him. You understand what I'm saying? But I won't lie. I hear look at 1, 2, and it's like, oh, okay. And then my inner hate for Kanye is like, oh no, you can't listen to that. It's Kanye. And that's
why don't you like him?
I just. It's the whole Kardashian vibe. That whole all of that. Just made me sour towards him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His music and his whole mental state with all this Trump and all this other political and all like from the total 180 from the George Bush doesn't like black people, doesn't care for black people. To I love Donald Trump. This is my dude. Like that, you know, like that was just like too mindful for me.
It was, but he's allowed to evolve.
No, I'm not saying.
Right? So it's like we can get to Trump if we want, but like. Even back to that album, what he did with the switching of the beats, what did Future and Drake just do? You know what I'm saying? What did Drake and Travis Scott just do?
Yeah.
Right? They just did the same thing. So the things that he was doing, was, this is crazy. Like, but then he's always done that. He did that with 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah, this is
you know what I'm saying?
Listen to me, 808s and Heartbreaks. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Let's not get sidetracked into a whole.
I know.
This is a Richie Sosa interview.
Okay.
Well, no, I can give a fuck about Kanye.
This gives context to why he came back to music.
Yeah.
Right? So this is why we're on this Kanye rant. It's not like we just decided, you know what, we're going to talk about Kanye. No. This is what helped him, inspired him to get back into creating music.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of with Drake, right? Yeah. Because Drake being influenced by Kanye, the whole song switching and stuff like that. Y'all got work together from back in the days.
Yeah.
I'm going to play something for you quick fast.
Oh, man.
We'll take a little blast of the past. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Sos, we from 2 different walks of life. Mutually, we understand there's a problem. We don't talk device.
Which one? Easy to Please?
Easy to Please.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all were doing music from way back then.
Yeah.
And he prefaces the track with you guys come from different places.
Yeah. What
was going on in your life around them times?
Oh, man.
Because that's like 08, 07 times?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
It was all his idea. It was a crazy time. It was because nobody was claiming the city, right? So you remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was the king. So everybody kind of walked around like the king, sort of. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm the king.
But nobody wanted to stand behind anybody. Right, like nobody wanted to stand behind anybody, so it was like a free for all. It was just a wild time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was weird.
And
compared to now, anyway.
I won't lie, like that, The City Is Mine track, that's probably my favorite Drake song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like out of all of his music, like
the way he was nasty.
The way he just like, yo, this city's mine. Yeah. Which one? Yeah. And it lets you know, like, yo, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not arguing that point. You know what I mean? And like that's probably to this day my favorite Drake track.
And were you all met in the East End? Because you're repping the East.
Yeah, I'm from the East.
Yeah. Okay, so let's stop there for a second. What part of the East? Because I'm there going through your bio and going through all that, and I just see the East End. Yeah.
I just lived at a whole bunch of spots in the East. Yeah. Everywhere in Scarborough. Mainly like south side of Scarborough.
Okay.
Kingston Road area. I lived all over. Lived Markham Eglinton for a bit, Galloway for a bit. Mom lived on White Blocks. Oh, wow. Mom lived at Don Mills and
so yeah, East Side,
everywhere.
East Side just
everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then you have a girl in Malvern. It just is what it is. Yeah, but East Side, man.
Yeah, and you're like,
but I never wanted to like. Everybody knows I'm from the East, but I wasn't like trying to hot up any areas or ends or anything like that. So I just kept it just with the bars, man.
Well, times was different back then too, right? People were like not repping Toronto like we were talking about as hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my gosh, I could give you stories, man. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if you remember MySpace days, but a man would go to like New York one day, and he went to New York once in his life, and his bio would say like New York, LA, Toronto. Like they would never ever fully just claim the city. They would never be just that. And every man had a New York fitted. You know what I'm saying? There was no. I think I was probably one of the first dudes only wearing just Toronto hats.
Wait, looking like the Michelin Man, strap the fuck down. This ain't the BCC, but y'all should duck down.
Only like Jays, Leafs, anything Toronto, I rocked it. You know what I'm saying? Like just cause I was like, why don't everybody just this whole, you know what I mean? It was Cardinal saying the dot and T dot and all that stuff,
but it wasn't the same.
No, it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah. What do you think changed it where we are now? Because now we got Toronto as like a scene. Yeah. Right? Like, but you come from a time where before that, like we were even almost using American accents in our raps.
Almost.
So, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did it.
So what do you think with the changeover?
It's wild because what happened was we went from being like, my cousin's better than you, my friend who lives down the block can spit better than you too, having actual fans in the city. Actually, people were like, you're not better than that guy. You know what I mean? That's what it went to. It went to like having actual fans. There was no fans before. No one was a fan of anybody. You know what I mean? Like there was so much politics with the bigger guys. And then if you were trying to do something, like, good luck. Like you could like try your best with the high schools and the kids and the youth, and you know what I mean, try to get them to follow the wave. But the big change is there's fans. Like, it's crazy.
Talk about how what would have like to get a buzz back in the times when you were like really hot on the scene.
Just one on what you call a leak. Been on the block like a Lego man with blocks like Legoland, billing and eat.
What did it take to get a buzz back then?
Oh man, you had to get a song on Flow. You had to get a song on Flow. You had to get a post on hiphopcanada.com. You had to get
shout out Hip Hop Canada.
You had to get a video. You had to get on Much Music. Like, if you could shoot it yourself, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? A few dudes did it.
People were trying to get those video fact grants.
Yeah, they're trying to get the grant, and then that's what you had to do.
Like, average price of a video.
Oh, back then?
Yeah.
Oh, like 20, 30 grand.
Boom.
Because there was no digital, it was film. So like you run through reels of film.
And the worst thing about that one too is when like you would film your video, and then when you go to drop it off at Much Music, they say, "Oh no, but we need it in this format," and then you have to go and switch it to a different, beta format or some shit. Like, what? You're still using beta tapes?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It took a minute,
right,
for that to change. Yeah.
Right. That's what happened, because man was spending all this money filming it in this, and then have to go and convert it to a cheaper quality film to put it on Much Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the big goal was BT.
Yeah.
Right? But even then, it wasn't guaranteed. Chocolate got on there.
Mm-hmm.
Drake got on there with Replacement Girl.
Yeah, I remember
featuring
that.
Trey songs. Those two got on there, but it was like, yeah, we made it, but like, did you like? It was weird. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
Print was still around too. There's still magazines. There's still Source,
Rap
pages.
Yeah.
Cream magazine, Cream World. There's a bunch of. What was the Toronto one?
There was Don Diva.
Yeah.
There was
That was us, yeah.
there was a couple other small little ones.
Yeah.
That were doing their thing. That they're like little, not really little, but yeah, they're like Toronto based.
Yeah. And then there was
Then the
DVDs.
radio stations.
And then there was DVDs.
The Toronto,
Real Toronto.
shit like that.
Yeah,
and then there's like the radio stations.
Yeah. There's like Flow and then College.
Yeah.
Yeah, college radio stations.
Yeah. So what about mixtapes?
We came a long way.
Yeah.
We did.
Oh, we went through the mixtape era too.
Yeah. You had a bunch of mixtapes back then.
Yeah.
I know with the way things have changed now, where everybody's using the streaming platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you lose a bunch of your mixtapes from back in the days?
Like what? Like.
Because we spoke with JD Era
Yeah.
back a few months back, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about like a lot of the stuff that he had on Dat Piff and all that.
Yeah.
Like he can't. People don't
Access.
know about it because it's like over there on Dat Piff and it's not in the new places where it's at
Yeah.
because you guys are rapping on other people's beats sometimes,
Yep,
all types
yep,
of shit.
yep.
So have you run into that too?
Same thing. Yeah. Like I have stuff on that piff.
How many mixtapes you think you can't that people don't get to know about now?
I think I put out like 4 or 5.
Wow.
I think it was like Sample Me 1 and 2, Count Money Volume 1 and 2, and then Never Ending Beginning. So yeah, 5.
I feel like there was like a big gap. Because, you know, you were dropping music, and besides like the losing love for music,
Yeah.
do you feel like life got in the way too?
Oh, 1,000%.
Tell us about that.
It's, you know, had
We were talking about a few things off camera with the
Yeah.
bang and all that. Like, tell us about some of the things.
no,
that-
none of that happened. But there's kids. I had kids. 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll do
Boy,
it.
girl.
1 each. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
Who's older?
My daughter. Yeah. So I had that one first. That simmered me down a bit. You know what I mean? That'll do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. 2 years later, then yeah, it's drama, mostly female drama. And then yeah, man. That shit can
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, life creeping up.
Yeah.
Life, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the landscape now?
It's wild, man. I see like 6-year-olds with OVO t-shirts and hoodies on, and it's crazy to me sometimes. Like if I stop and you know what I mean? It's just the same way. There's a weed spot up the street that's open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it's right beside a beer store. That trips me out. You know what I mean? I remember fucking smuggling the things and moving on just to get weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now it's like, hey, you want something? It's right over there. It's open. You know what I mean? It's legal. So it's the same way with the music. It's just, first of all, it's everywhere. Everywhere and nowhere at the same time because there's no direct place to really. I don't know where you guys get your music from. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm mostly on Spotify listening to my shit.
Spotify, okay.
Yeah.
I got satellite in the whip, so like I catch a lot of the new shit like that, but there's no like direct source anymore. It's not just like does BET even play? I don't. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
fuck with BET.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with the
BET
radio.
Yeah, radio is a joke thing. I don't.
The radio's. I stepped away from the radio like probably 2018, whatever. I stepped away from the radio. I mostly find music through the podcast and interactions with people that send music or whatever. But that's how I come across music. Or like my brethren will say, "Yo, check this guy out," or unfortunately, you'll find out about them or you heard the track. I just didn't know, like for Pop Smoke, for example. I heard his music. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, the bop is there," but I didn't know who he was. I didn't know his name. And then he got murdered, and now I know his name and I know his tracks. But you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's fucked up, but that's what's going on. They come so quick and they leave even quicker. It's like, fuck, man.
Juice WRLD was just about to take off.
Even Juice, exactly. Juice
Mac
WRLD
Miller was in the pocket. He was about to do some, he was about to put some people on, all that.
But he has music in the cut, though.
Yeah.
He left his mom with some music. Well, his mom is releasing music.
I've seen an article about that.
So that's a positive. Yeah. Like one of my friends that I train with, he's like, Mac Miller's the best ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. But, yeah. So they're like here and gone so quick. You know what I mean? So
quick,
it's like,
man.
you hear a track,
Yeah.
ooh, who's that? Bomb. Like, God, like, even for, like fuck, Bully, for fuck's sakes. It's like, yo,
man. Rest in peace.
R.I.P., you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Smoke Dog, Steno. We had Steno here, like, 2 months later, R.I.P. Like, it's sad, man. Like, a lot of talent is being wasted, man, to this violence. You know what I mean? And it's just...
What do you think about the social media aspect of stuff? Like, do you have a hard time tackling the... Because as somebody who came from the pre-social media times to now, do you have a hard time, like, jumping into this whole social media wave?
A little bit, like, just because I'm stubborn and I'm hard-headed, so yeah, even the things like selfies are like, it's still a thing. Like, I still can't get over like going like this. Like, I can't, I mean, I get it. Like, it's different now. Like, if you have a page, that's your channel, right? You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you unfollow. Like, it's not, I get the science behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a comfort thing. But I get like, you know, then you see like big people. You see The Rock do it. You see Will Smith do it. You see like, you know what I mean? So it's, I don't know. It's dope. It's really dope, man. I see the power just going back to the people. That's all that's been happening for the last, I don't know, 15 years.
Yeah.
The power's slowly shifting back to the people. You know what I mean? Before it was just like, you want to be a movie star, you got to go to Hollywood. And then like Harvey Weinstein might try to touch your private parts or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need them niggas no
shit.
more.
Yeah.
Now it's Netflix will just come see you on the low, you can still see your family, and it's not a big, and then you just pop up on Netflix, you pop up on Prime, you pop up on anyone, you know what I'm saying? So in the movie aspect and the music aspect, it's like, fuck the label, I just upload it, put it on every platform
myself.
for a little fee, and then boom.
Do it myself.
Right? So it's like, yeah, it's every aspect the power is shifting back. So
Before people were looking for the deal,
that's
they were
right.
looking for the deal.
That's
people
right.
were looking hard for the deal. People still want to get signed, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they want to be signed on different terms. And then the 360 deal came.
Yeah.
And then people started realizing what the 360 really was. Like, oh shit, it's not that good actually. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Maybe this independent thing ain't that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then people started really fucking with the independent. And then the streaming.
Back to Mac Miller, when he finally signed a deal, it was like $10 million. But he was making money, like crazy money before. I don't even know why he signed. Like, who knows why? Probably got pressure or something. But he signed, like, but like, I'm like, why? Like, he already made, like, anything he puts out, his fans are looking for it.
Yeah.
So, see Juicy J recently?
Well, we'll get to all the smoke and mirror stuff. I want to keep it on you.
All right, no problem.
You know what I'm saying? What do you like about the industry now, and what do you dislike?
There was back in the day, like, you had to be like the sickest nigga in your hood, then you had to be the sickest nigga around the block, and then on your ends, and then it's like there was like a screening process to see who would stand out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't just like, oh, I have money and I can rhyme cat with hat. It was like you know what I'm saying? There was a process. So it's like, to stand out, you were going against some guys, you know what I'm saying, who are doing the same thing where they're from. Yeah. Whereas now it's like anybody can do anything at any time, which is cool. It's cool as fuck. Like, but it's just weird because like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, like a lot of things don't matter. Like a lot of like, I don't know, certain things don't hold weight, don't hold water.
Do you feel compelled to try to get in and try to do some of the things that people are doing now with your music, like doing the auto-tune stuff and all that?
Yeah, I did a little bit of that on my last project.
Good day. I hope today will be a good day. I hope today will be a good day.
I don't mind doing it as long as I like it and I'm having fun. I don't give a fuck.
Wrong ones, fire.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like those. Yeah, I don't care. It is what it is. Music's about having fun. Like, is what it is. If you don't love it, then you're not having fun. If you're not having fun, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So, I never did it for girls or money or anything like that ever.
What like, for example, you got a chance to get back into the game now, right? What do you feel that is something that you did as a mistake back then that you would not repeat now, going back into this music thing? Like, what's a regret that you have from back in the days?
I think stopping. Like, I think certain people, they stay on top because they never stop. They just keep doing it every day. And when you do it like that, it becomes a habit and becomes a lifestyle and becomes like a mind state.
Yeah.
And the second you go away from that, there's chances for like, you know what I mean, things to not go as smooth or stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like I never really had a manager. So it's crazy. Once you do the music, there's so much shit you gotta do after. Like, you gotta find like what sites to use, what's the you know what I mean? You have to like, you know what I mean? So when you're doing all that stuff to it, it's actually very overwhelming. I think I would have let people help me more. There's a lot of people that were probably trying to help. I'm like, no, I can do it, or don't worry about that, or I got it, or you know what I mean? So stuff like that, definitely like.
You had too much on your shoulders at the time.
Most likely, handling a lot of stuff or doing too much, or like being places I shouldn't, or going places I shouldn't, or being around people I shouldn't be, like things like that. It takes you away from like the goals. Right?
So what was it like the first time in the studio after not recording and listening to music for a year? Like, what was that process like, selecting a beat and just getting in the studio and getting back into that vibe?
Well, even when I stopped making music, I was still making music, but I wasn't making my music. Okay. So I did a lot of ads, a lot of commercials.
Okay.
My music was featured a lot of commercials.
We undeniable.
Worldwide and stuff like that. Like, you guys would never know, like, I even have a bunch of awards that I don't even physically have, because like like there's no point in me getting them. Like,
you
have to, like, first of all, you have to pay for them.
Okay, no.
Yeah, they're like $8 bills, $1,000.
No, I just want to know the reason.
You have to pay for the award. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Grammys,
you
all
have to
that
pay
shit.
for a
You gotta pay
Grammy
for that shit.
if you win one. If, like, for instance, you know what I mean, like. Yeah, like Kendrick Lamar gets a Grammy. Everybody who was a part of the album is entitled to a Grammy, but you don't. You have to pay for that shit.
Yeah, platinum plaques, all that shit.
Give you. Yeah.
That's tell me something I didn't know.
Wow, I thought that was part of, like, you know, like.
I thought you just got.
Hey, good job, buddy. Yeah.
No, like, well, not like.
It's like a diploma.
I thought, well, they're getting money through other things. I'm not thinking that they're making the recipients pay for their award. Like, that's a different aspect of the game, right? But even what you're saying, you're not making music, but you're still making music.
Yeah.
So, like, even touch on that, because these kids need to understand that there's other ways to make music without making music, like you said.
Yeah.
So, like, elaborate onto that, how you're doing that. Like, you're leasing out tracks? And
No, I had this one song I did.
Or licensing, I mean?
Yeah, my homie hooked me up. He's like, yo, there's this... Lexus, the car company, they need a commercial, and my homie says, like, your voice is sick, let's try to bang something. I'm like, all right, whatever. So like, go through, we lay something down, and then they're like, yes, this is the one. There was like, I don't know how many applicants, thousands, maybe 5,000, 10,000, I don't know how many applicants, but then we beat out everybody, and then they took it. So boom, that one song alone, it got sold like many times.
How it go?
I don't want to. It goes, but like, it's not my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But it was just something I did. It's always the songs that you think that you don't know that's the ones that take off. A lot of artists will say that.
The one that you didn't think of anything is something they want.
Yeah, like times were tough. I was going downtown. I don't know, down Davenport, Dovercourt area.
So it's your own music that they're putting in the thing,
in the
or
commercial,
it's a song that you made for the commercial?
They liked a piece of it, and they wanted to use that, but to release it properly, you had to do a whole song. So I did a whole song.
Okay.
And then they did. It went crazy. Everywhere.
How many of those did you do?
The one song went like everywhere.
That was it.
If I rattle off all the there was.
Just give us like a ballpark number.
Of how many?
Like like
Nike, Adidas. Who else? Lexus, Audi.
Wow.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Sabotage, the commercial for Sabotage in Europe. UFC, WNBA.
Wow.
The whole bunch. Oh, the Sick Kids one was one of the biggest ones. That was one of the Sick Kids commercials.
Hold on, I gotta give you a.
Yo, that was an impressive list she just named off.
Yeah, no, it was crazy, and it was just like, wow, like.
So you did songs for each one of those people?
No, I just did one song, and each one of them took it.
The same song?
The same song.
Wow.
Oh, American Idol last year.
Find that song.
Yeah, it was American Idol.
And you don't like the song?
No, it was Clorox in January just passed. January just now. It was a Clorox commercial.
The same song?
The same song. Yeah.
Wow. The song that keeps on
How is this song so universal?
Bro, and it's crazy because like nobody even tells me.
Yeah.
I'll just get calls like,
it's like a residual.
Like check this out. You know what I mean?
You're getting paid for them though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's even blessed. That's like just money out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, it came in handy this day. Holy fuck.
Yeah. So that's like residual income.
Oh my God.
That's like residual income then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So the time where you're saying I'm not in love with music, but you know what? Let me make this song that ends up to go into about 15 different companies' commercials.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be loving making no raps for no more.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Either. Jesus Christ. You got a bag for me like that? God damn.
Wow.
Holy.
And then it's the point where you don't even know that it's happening. It's just happening.
People, and the crazy part is like random. Like it's not the same person every time saying, "Yo, bro, I just heard your thing on here." Like,
wow.
And it was like people go to the movie theater and they'll be like, "Yo, you're playing right now the movie." Like before the movie starts. You know what I'm saying? Or like. Yeah, I have some crazy stories.
Crazy.
You need to send us that song so I can do a fucking cutaway when we're doing the full song this interview, bro.
It's a terrible song.
She found it.
It's a terrible song, but people like
the ghost found it. The ghost found it. Sav, she found it.
Oh man.
So with that being said,
wow, that's crazy.
You've been able to touch different aspects of the industry. What kind of advice would you have for a shorty who's trying to get into the music industry now?
I just tell them only do it if you love it. That's it. That's my biggest advice. Only do it if you love it. Don't do it for girls. Don't do it. You can do it if you're, what I mean, if it's a form of like therapy for you. I wouldn't stop anybody to do music, period. I'm not the boss of anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, just make sure you love it, man. Like, and then you have your business right. And you have a strong team with you, and there's this clear goal, like a clear goal,
clear-cut goal, yeah.
Like no, you know what I mean. There's no like if you put everybody in different rooms, they'd all say the same thing. That's where we're headed. You know if you can do that, then yeah, man.
One cohesive mind.
No, that's jewels. That's jewels. And let's stay on the jewels for a second. And drop in some jewels on the young youths.
That's crazy.
We got a crazy city going on here.
Yeah.
Right. Our gun violence has gone up like madness. Yeah. Right. Especially over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And one question that we ask all of our guests is, what can we do now in like where we are to bring it down for this year?
The one thing missing, I think, from the city, just from all cities, especially in North America, states included, up here included, is a sense of community where to a level where, you know what I mean? I don't know, from the era there was a big man, and the big man get respected, and he tells the YGs, "Oh, cool now." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. Like, I don't know if that, but like now there's so much rebellion going on. Like, I don't know that it's not the climate for that. So I don't even know. I don't even know an answer for you, man. Like, it's too. I don't know. It's wild, man. Like, what do you do, right?
No, the big man thing used to work, but now
it doesn't work no more.
It doesn't work no more.
Hasn't worked for a long time.
Because now they just look at the big man like, yo,
Yeah.
You're old.
Yeah.
I don't care what you did in
That's right.
2001.
What are you
right.
doing now?
Buddy, I
fam?
was 6. You think I care what you did in 2001?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm a big man now, eh?
That's
So
right.
watch how you talk to me, eh?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm not going to the store for you no more.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean? Like, and that's not even to be rude or anything.
No,
like that, but
no, it's true.
that's how they're thinking nowadays. That's the mindset.
It was also so I think social media, like getting to see things, getting to know what's going on right now makes everything else so old.
Mm-hmm.
What happened yesterday is old. What happened 5 minutes ago is old. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. It's done. It's over with. These people fuck up 1 week. Next week they come out with a hit single. It doesn't matter anymore. No one even remembers what they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because everybody's so hell bent on living in the present, there's no room for the past. There's no room for fucking yesterday.
already.
So do you think that we're past a point where we can't bring it down anymore?
Oh, the violence?
Yeah.
I think that would have to be a shift in like the culture as a whole, like the hip hop culture as a whole, music as a whole, right? Because it's the only genre of music where like there's wars going on. Like it's not like that in country or rock or pop. And it's this age old like satirical joke, but like it is what it is. Like it doesn't happen, and you don't see like.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Guns N' Roses
shooting at like Offspring.
Guns N' Roses and what's it called, Motley Crue.
Yeah.
They're not beefing with each other.
They don't got bars for each other.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a war. Yeah, because they're like you said, there's war on wax. It's like not. Well, you didn't say that, but like, they're beefing on wax.
It's just beef, yeah. So it's like it's the one genre that's like that. I don't know what's gonna take for it to transcend into like the next level of like, this is music. Let's make music. I don't know.
Yeah. Man,
just gotta lead by example, I guess.
Facts.
Yeah.
With everything that you've done over the years and things, you know, that you got going on now, what do you got coming up next?
Hopefully a project in the next 2 months before summer kicks off, or in the middle of summer, and just trying to get some samples cleared, some beats in, and man, I'm just making music till like shit goes crazy. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Right? It's different. Like, remember back in the day, it was like there was blogs and there was this and there's that. Now it's just like, if you don't have the right connection, you might as well just like put it on a fucking fire stick and just whip it in the woods, because no one's gonna hear shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Unless you do something crazy, do something like viral, something goes viral. Yeah. Somebody dances to the shit. You guys see it. It's like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different. Yeah.
It's different. It's
different. Definitely.
Different animal.
Way different animal.
Yeah, man. Richie Sosa in the motherfucking building, man. Okay.